The European Union has been sent a huge warning, with a leading Frexit campaigner confident France can definitely be the next country to follow the UK out of the continental bloc. Britain finally completed its full exit from the EU on New Year's Eve, 4.5 years after the historic Brexit referendum, in a move that has now ended nearly 5 decades of membership to the bloc. The UK had been locked in a transition period with Brussels for a large part of 2020, but has now unshackled itself from the bloc's rules around the customs union and single market. Boris Johnson has basked in the glory of Brexit, boasting how the UK has now taken back control, and continues to insist the nation will quickly flourish with its new-found powers outside of the EU. But now the EU could be facing a fresh crisis, with pressure increasing on French President Emmanuel Macron amid surging calls for the country to hold its own referendum on membership with the EU. Charles-Henri Gallois, president of the Generation Frexit political campaign group, is confident the campaign to take France out of the bloc will be a success, should a referendum on the issue take place. He told Express, "France can definitely be the next country to leave the EU, and we are working on it with Génération Frexit. I think that if we can get a referendum on Frexit, we will win it, as we will have a proper debate on the EU, which is not the case in other elections. It also allows to go beyond the divide that exists between left and right in other elections. When we voted no with 55% in 2005, it was 30% from the right and 25% from the left." Mr. Gallois claimed Frexit and leaving the EU simply boils down to France regaining a level of sovereignty and democracy, while echoing a message often repeated by Boris Johnson and insisting the country should take back control. He raged there is no such thing as democracy in the EU as he continued his scathing attack against Brussels. The Generation Frexit president added, "A country which does not control its laws, its money, its commercial agreements, its currency, its boundaries is not a sovereign country at all. France is a great country and should take back control. You can have thousands of economic arguments, as the EU costs us a lot financially, cost of the euro currency overvalued for our economy. France is the second largest contributor to EU budget. France will lose 40 billion euros in the recovery fund, but eventually it's about democracy. Do we want to be governed by French people that we elect and that we can fire in the next election if the policy is wrong?